Welcome back to the frame rate fuckery in the factory.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was just the beginning of the video stuttering.
Yeah, like I said, something happened at one part in the instance in Let's Play where my frame rates decided to shit the bed.
Yeah.
So I had to scrap it and then redo it, but I couldn't keep a full eye on everything.
Yeah, so the thing I was thinking about last part, because I couldn't think of the name immediately,
Was Bowsette.
So well, yeah, besides Bowsette. In Luffy and the Fortress of Doom, the ultimate sword they bring so much mention to, like, think that the one blade that'll help bring the Sinistrals down is the dual blade. But in the final dungeon, you can get what's known as the Might Equipment, which is like the Might Sword, the Might Shield, the Might Bow, all that sort of thing. But
what about Iron Mike Tyson?
I don't know about Iron Might Tyson. I'm pretty sure you maybe. No, I'm not sure. Who knows? Because they are, I think, the best equipment in the game. They're purely for bragging rights. Because at that point you have everything you need for that dungeon, and the drop rate for each item, if I remember correctly, is 0.4%.
Like Crusader Bed?
No, that's not Crusader bad. That's
Pinktail.
That's
Pinktail.
Pinktail bad. Yeah,
Huh.
That is Pinktail bad.
So this here is a locker battle I got myself locked into. The three enemies here are the Kerberos, the Fafnir, and I forget the third downster. No, I mean, sorry, Kerberos, Fenrir, and what was the Red Wolf? It's fucking eluding me. And Orthrus, which isn't really much of a... It's just more of a gimmick battle than anything else. The Fenrir is level 70, but it can't really hurt you too bad. So, yay that. One good thing about Fenrir and Eternal Punishment, though, is if you get his contract and you talk to him for his good item, it's basically an all incense. That's right, folks. If you just talk to a level 70 Fenrir and constantly make it happy, you get a free +2 to all your stats every time, which is amazing. And I am happy as shit for that. In this game, I haven't tried it.
Deadline's tomorrow. Oh.
Where's he at? Where's your X8 video? This isn't a boss battle, so the title we should work. Splash.
Splish sploosh. I'm taking a deuce.
Gross. I hate to wonder where all that water went to. And all that mold in the factory
They
now.
can't hear
Yikes.
anymore, Kichi.
Why are you saying that to us? Like, smell you later.
Yeah. Bye, guys. I'm done at this place. This place is boring.
Masamune's eye patch. I believe that's for a fusion for the Hierophant class persona. Which is alright, but I don't fucking use it.
So what are we doing back in the factory?
We can now have I believe we now have access to the rest of the factory.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look around and see what else we can try to dig up.
Now, there is something I am sort of cutting out here, except for, like, the last few. You go around this entire place reading these notes.
Yeah, you have to read all the memorandums in order to get the actual password needed for the final room to find out where everything's at. Yeah, it's Brahma, the Hierophant Arcana, which I don't use, but it's not bad. So basically, you're here finding out about the demon rumor that's been spread around the factory. And here's me taking a bite out of my hoagie I was having at the time, which is why we're on the screen a lot longer.
So, rumor has it that there is a secret boardroom behind the switchboard.
Which is where all the occult shit goes down in here, because of course it fucking does.
Yeah.
Also, once I get into the higher echelons of the factory, persona encounters, which Johnny's not looking forward to because holy shit, I'm running around like a fucking doofus with a stoma on.
Yeah.
But I can find two persona in here. The persona Odin and the persona Isanami. And here's Odin. I know it's left. I know it's kind of a shock to see this is all that's left of him too. A one-armed flying monster.
Does he only have one arm?
I haven't seen the other one.
Yeah. If I can't see,
This is basically they decided to be unique with Odin and take the interpretation of what would Odin look like in our series if he was already eaten by Fenrir.
Well, here you go.
He's immune to all magic, weak to physical though. I tried talking to him, and he's pretty much a chatty fuck, as you can see here. And I forgot I had the level 24 persona equipped for stoma purposes, which means, oops. Also, I managed to get, well, needless to say, Throne has high pressure, so that's already why it's at rank 8. I had no reason for it, too. I just wanted to, like, be able to increase her dexterity from now to end game, because I was realizing I was getting a little too low. Pardon me, I almost belched.
So is he holding Gungnir?
I believe so, yes. Or at least that's what it's supposed to be in
Looks
that
like a
era.
trident.
Looks like a coat hanger.
A coating. It was like
I mean, coat rack.
A coat. Yeah, if it had like 2 more prongs on the other side, sure.
Nah, I think it's just a straight up coat.
It's King Triton's Triton.
Nah, I kind of like the idea of a coat rack coat. It's for coats.
Yeah. Look, just fucking buy it, all right?
Yeah, asshole. Thankfully, again, weak to physical helps me out in this game.
And the Persona kids ask, why don't we just shoot him?
If I were one of these kids, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm going toe-to-toe with fucking Odin. Oh shit, I'm going toe-to-toe with Odin. Uh-oh. Doink.
Does he block all magic?
He blocks all magic. Which makes him a great persona for you when you realize you can block all magic too. And you can easily compensate for the weaknesses in physical defense so that physical attacks aren't a threat to you either. Or just give it Tetracorn if you want.
Oh, so it's kind of like a catch-22. You're immune to magic, but you hurt.
Interesting here.
So you take physical damage.
Because I never read the flavor text for tackle in this game. In Innocent Sin, it's not only havoc damage, but it also inflicts some slight wind damage. I never knew that in this game. I could have easily figured it out earlier if I just read the fucking comment on it. I was like, fuck this shit. What's reading? I'm going toe-to-toe with fucking Odin. Fuck this shit. Physical attacks are like the best option Maya has, unfortunately, right now, considering that she has no other means of physical damage. Ouch!
And that's him blocking the wind element, actually.
Right.
Okay.
Ikichi has, you were talking about earlier about the might equipment.
Yeah.
Ikichi has a gun he can win through the sweepstakes called the Supernova gun. 250 attack power. Shit for aim now. So it's like, I'll just stick with what I got.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, go back to Lufia. There is a weapon in that game called the Lux Sword, where it is absurdly powerful, abysmal accuracy.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is basically the Casey Bat of Earthbound.
Yeah, you're right. The one that always crits if it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it never fucking does.
Yeah, it never does.
And Deathbound is just basically a sword attack that hits all my party members at this point, but it ain't doing damage to me that much. Come on, Matt, stun bite. What are you doing? Doink. So now basically, once you get the pattern,
here comes the giant fist.
And Ikichi on guns.
Nice crit.
I love it when a critical hit goes through. Too bad for me, I lack in the physical attack power right now, only because, and for some stupid ass reason, one that's not rectified between this and Eternal Punishment, the physical punch spell Ryusei Reckon, or Pegasus Strike in this game, is basically the wind attack and sonic punch. Not wind attack and giant fist. Nope, it has to be specifically sonic punch. So that's why I'm not taking him out quicker. But on the other hand, I just managed to take out fucking Odin and got his runic monument. That allows me to summon Odin, provided my level is high enough to get him. Which it should be now in this case. He's a good persona though all around. He gives you lightning magic, almighty, sword, and he has Makakaja, which increases your magic power, which is beautiful. In addition to his magical immunities. June, creepy.
Now this is a battle we show up because I believe you are going to do something with Banana Mana here.
Banana Man?
Banana Mana.
Ah, Mananan. Oh, Banana.
Banana.
Talk to me.
That joke never gets old.
Right?
So you're asking him to give you information.
The switchboard, yeah, you have to, once you get all the information from the notes, you got to get into a persona conversation, you got to get into a demon conversation and get the rumor from one of the demons that will get you access in there. Then you go to another demon and spread that rumor through them. And then basically use the demon rumor manipulation system to your advantage. Eternal Punishment does a little more with it, but ultimately between the two games, that's something I would like to see even more of. To use the rumor system like that to your truest advantage in battle and in dungeons. Eternal Punishment does better with that, in my opinion, because you can use for a whole bunch of fun shit, too. But I would like to see even more of it. So that's just me, though.
Yeah, because I'm sort of on and off with it. On one hand, it's a good use of the game's built-in mechanics. On the other hand, it's kind of a very...
It's optional.
Yeah, it helps that it's optional. But it feels very... like,
how often they use it?
You're not so much convoluted, but it's more like you have to read all these notes just to get the idea of the rumor in the first place, but then you have to confirm it with a demon.
No, because here's the thing. As you may already know, rumors become reality in the town.
Yeah.
But as you know how rumors work, it has to gain traction.
So why
Humans-
a demon? Why
is
do we
using
have
it for
to use
demons?
demons for specifically? Yeah.
Humans don't give two shits and a fuck about an abandoned factory they're not going to go into. Demons, however, love this place and rampage and manifest through it. So they figure it is, hey, we'll have the demons spread it as the humans aren't going to spread
So
it.
it would make sense for them to know all that shit. Before.
Right.
Okay.
Compared to humans who don't give two shits and a
Yeah.
fuck.
I mean, who else goes in here besides us
Right.
and the employees?
No, there are no employees here.
Oh, really? Then who's leaving the notes?
No, the notes were left prior to us coming here.
Okay. No, yeah, but that's not me. Who was here before us?
Whoever got eaten by the demons.
Oh, okay.
Same with Resident Evil. Artemis was one of those few Persona I never bothered ranking up much. Well, not to say that in this run, Artemis was kind of neglected. I realized how silly that was, so I decided to switch around a bit and try to get Artemis some love. Artemis's big thing is that she reflects all magic, weak to all physical. She's better in Eternal Punishment, in my opinion, because I can actually throw spell cards into her mixture. But the big thing about her, though, is, aside from ice damage, is Crescent Mirror, which is almighty damage, and I think it's like a 2-stage almighty attack, which does really good damage.
Now, does switching Persona or Arcana, I guess that's what you're doing in the menus, does that take a turn?
No.
It doesn't. Like, you just do it whenever
You can just do it whenever you want.
Okay.
Persona 3 through 5 with your main character would do it for the sake of gameplay balance, in that you can only do it once. You can change up the Persona and still keep your turn, but you can only change Persona once per turn.
Okay.
So you better make sure, like, how whatever demon you're up against isn't going to hit the new demon Persona in the weak spot, otherwise you're in deep shit. And here's something funny. I was rummaging all over the dungeon for Isanami, could not find her for the life of me. I give up. Here she is.
Yeah. And she is a rare encounter.
And she's also the final bad guy in Persona 4.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Kind of an upgrade.
No shit. So in the meanwhile here, I have no idea what the fuck she's weak against, so I'm just going to try to beat the shit out of her with what I have. I think she is immune to water, dark, and light, which makes her a good defensive Persona. She also has a great set of abilities in between water spells, heartfelt prayer for the Makaja spells, and a few good status magics. She's a pretty good Persona for priestess standards. Thing is that she's also not immune to she could also do that with her hair. It's really cool. And fuck me, I'm in a Mirage. And so is she. So now here's the thing: is also I was a little tired at this point because of the fucking dungeon roaming from the area.
Yeah.
And I have no time for that shit, so I just use the low-end breaker, which kills her instantly. The thing is, though, is that I wish I had more of an idea to do that in other areas. Here's where I remember she's immune to water. I'm like, fuck, because I was at the time of recording, I was thinking Earth,
Mashing buttons.
right?
You go into the motions.
Exactly.
I catch myself doing that in 6. Which fucks me over a lot in Brave New World. For those watching those live stream series.
And that's it for her. And now I got to pass in another world, which is basically going to be her fusion material card. So here I decided to go right into the back.
And that won't trigger unless you get those specific numbers.
Right.
Okay.
And Eternal Punishment does more with that, and the rewards are a lot better. Of course, however, in here, the demons are the higher tier of demons. Like, well over 60. So I'm here like, shit! Kishin is... now, because there's 3 different sprites used for a scorpion on back of monster on back of scorpion. So I'm trying to remember which one he is. I don't think he's anything exceptional. Valkyrie is strong against physical, weak against magic. Can't really do a whole lot with either offensive either, so that's your breathing room there. And the ZZ Meadle there is a reskin of Hell, which we fought at level 22. But regarding that demon, there's something I really want to praise Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment for, is that whenever they reuse sprites in these games, they add just so much detail to the sprite work that it could easily be 2 different monsters. Like, compared to the original demon we fought at level 22, the level 72 monster has a fist for her hair instead of the snake, and the inside is actually a fucking galaxy. Mighty Swing.
Oh!
Instant death. I think that was Kishin's thing. Kishin is armed with various types of instant kill attacks, befitting a monster of the Death Arcana. Maya gained Diamond Dust, which helps me out in terms of various freezing shenanigans, and Ikichi and Jun just threw rocks.
Now, is the death enemy is the instant kill sort of like come with like low accuracy, but the trade-off is that it instantly kills you?
No.
Oh, it's just
you know, hey, I'm targeting you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, die.
Did you ever? Oh, what were you saying? Go ahead.
No, you're about to say something.
No, it was unrelated.
No, I was gonna say I'm stupid.
Oh, okay. Do you remember the scissor enemies in the Northern Crater?
Yeah.
Did you ever get hit by the instant kill?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's EA Strike. Basically, another demon in Final Fantasy VIII, the Forbidden, would do it too. Basically, what happens is it'll do this attack called EA Blow, which will only have a single target damage, but it'll instantly kill you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like, I see the guides and everyone else talking about. It's like sometimes it'll do an attack that only does like 2-digit damage, but it instantly kills you.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen that. I guess
The monster has to split in two before it'll do it.
Oh, actually, I always.
You blow him out?
I blow him out before that even happens. Okay, that's probably why I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's
wow.
Udon. So here I'm starting to get a little antsy about it, like, fuck. Exactly, I'm a little hot under collar here. Thankfully, Kishin has no notable defenses to worry about. And meanwhile, I just shot water into the. It sounded like a Mont Demon having a temper tantrum, like, I'm not dead. Of course, I'm level 54. The enemies here are like 57 to 60. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, about 5-6 levels ahead of you.
Well above 5-6 levels ahead of me.
Yeah. Which means you got to use the weaknesses to your advantage.
Or I can negotiate them away. You can at least talk to them.
Like, go away. Okay.
You can't get contracts with them, but you can at the least make them eager and get their cards. Unfortunately, it's redundant with like 3 different. Who the fuck are you?
Who are you?
I really wish they played his theme. This is K Nanjo.
Man with a 1 on his back.
Right? You're benign now. Yeah, we're benevolent. Don't stab us. By the way, he's K Nanjo. If you remember Persona 1, he was Nate. Basically, the Persona 2 and Assassin reverted back to their original translation. So this guy here can come out of left field if you have played Persona 1. If we got it in America, this would have thrown us in a loop.
Yeah, because he doesn't look like this.
No, he does not.
Persona 1. But
he actually has his trademark black hair under the helmet. In Persona 2, in Eternal Punishment, because that was the version we got in America.
Yeah.
The localization team chose to break even with it. Like, they'll still use the names like Nate Nanjo or stuff like that, like Ellen Kirishima. But sometimes, due to certain retcons, they'll have, with Guido, his real name is Takahisa Kandori. They say that Guido was an alias used during the incident so that to prevent his true nature and intent coming through. And thus, the Guido gets retcons that way in a really clever way. I still say that was the best way to fucking do it. If you talk to Kei here, you'll get the legendary sword for Tatsuya, which is basically his 150 power sword.
Yeah, Persona 1. They gave him blonde hair.
Yep.
And, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, they Americanized the shit out of all of them.
But just giving him blonde hair.
Yeah,
that's literally the only thing they did. They just gave him
they
blonde
paled
hair.
him up.
And, oh, yeah, he has lighter skin. You're right.
Yeah, now he kind of looks like a Richie Rich if he were a doofus.
Playing the part of Nate in Persona 1 is Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, God. You know what? That was one of the running jokes with the Avatar live action series.
I saw that post where they imposed Scarlett Johansson's face on Aang and all that sort of thing.
Aang, not
and
Aang.
I'm sorry. It's like I don't watch the fucking show.
That's fine. Asshole.
Hey, look, guys. It's Naruto.
No, it's Boruto's dad.
I love Burrito.
You mean the sword I got on Onimusha too? That's Burrito.
Oh, the Drunken Master. That's Boraicho. Oh, please put it back on. Ooh, sorry, my cologne wore off. It's Axe body spray.
That's what keeps the demons away.
Yeah.
Axe body spray. Fucking hell.
Is that scent of a stoma?
That's
it smells like shit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's astoma.
They actually have an inverted spell of it called Reba Rama in other games where it increases the demon rate. Coincidentally, the name comes from Hindu Swahili, which basically translates to "kick me." So in reality, it's just a demon putting the spell on the
I like
kick me sign on it.
Again, to bring back, I'm mentioning Luffy a whole lot this playthrough at the end of it anyway. But Luffy had a similar item called the Foul Water, where if you used it, every step you take for the next couple of minutes is a random encounter.
I was totally lying to you about the origins of the word, but
okay. Well, I mean, I bought it because sometimes I can't tell when you're lying to me or not when it comes to shit I don't know.
But seriously though, but honestly, that is my headcanon though. Like instead of actually casting a spell, they just put a kick me sign on the protagonist.
Oh, fuck.
So now that we've gotten all that shit down, we can fall down this hole here. And in what has to be one of the creepiest subtext ever, we find a little girl locked in this locker.
Down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, well, down the rabbit hole for that would make sense here.
Yeah.
Finding a little girl locked in a thing, though, is kind of creepy. However, this little girl is no little girl. This is Alice.
Yeah.
And shit goes so wrong.
Yeah, so we've encountered... Alice is the mainstay of the series, right?
Alice is one of the staples of the series, yes.
We fought her. Did you beat her in the first Persona?
I never got to run into her.
No, you did run into her.
But I didn't get the item.
Yeah.
The Pagan King. In that game, she was just content with just wasting her time and trying to run away. Not this time.
Yeah.
She's a fighter. And she's a killer.
And she's a biter.
Oh, she's a biter. And she makes me bite the dust. Or at least tries to make me bite the dust.
Yeah, as Matt can attest to this, I was editing this raw earlier today, and I just burst out laughing because of how Fubar everything goes.
Oh, yes, because of this spell
like,
here.
Shit goes south really fast. Bam.
So I'm seeing this, and
Got
I'm like...
something against the men of the party, I see.
At first, I thought it was a sexist-based attack. You know, the hidden tier sexism.
Yeah.
But then I realized, oh, shit, wait, that was another dimension. Get out, get out, run. Uh-oh. We did? Oh, we fell down all right. To hell.
Bam. Holy fuck. She's supposed to use that sexist arcana. Wait, who's saying anything?
That's Tatsuya in the other dimension. So there I am seeing that and just having the PSP going, whoa, fuck.
One for the blooper reel.
Is that my deck box?
You got knocked the fuck out, son.
Is that mine?
What, that deck box?
Yeah.
That's mine.
All right. Because I was maybe I left mine here. Are you going to your end without discovering your dream? Not my choice, shithead.
How are you, my friend?
I see. You know, every time you use another dimension, you get warped here. Fancy that shit.
Oh, were you in Hiffle?
Hiffle?
Yeah. Dude, remember early Dragon Ball English dub?
Yeah.
You didn't die, you go to the next dimension.
So here I'm like, well, fuck me. Let's try this again. And then I remember, oh yeah, I got another fucking spell I can try to use. So I use Zanma and I use High-End Breaker. I use Zanma and Holy. This time around I get High-End Breaker. High-End Breaker is the inverse of Low-End Crush, in which case you deal damage to its HP down to 1, and then you can dust it off with a move of your choice, which I fucking do because fuck me and fuck her.
Okay, so it's kind of like the tornado spell in Final Fantasy IV. It brings the enemy down to single digits.
Yeah, this spell straight up brings it down to 1.
Just 1. Okay, but the premise is similar. It weakens it. Omega Cluster.
Omega Cluster is a dark type spell that whoever it hits or is affected by it, starting from the low level, it'll kill them off one by one.
Okay, well, she really loves this the death spells.
Yeah, that's Alice for you. She's also strong against everything. In this game, she's just a really ball-bustingly high encounter.
Yeah.
And in the other game, in Eternal Punishment, she's a persona, and she's hard as shit to get and not really worth it. Yeah. But she just dropped a Karma Ring, which is a plus 100 to your attack stat.
Damn.
Not attack stat, I know, I think it's a plus 10 to your attack stat, or just an extra 100 points to your overall attack. And I leveled up quite a bit here, so I'm grateful for that.
So see, you're going for a pretty balanced
Tatsuya?
stat. Yeah, with Tatsuya.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm going to get hit with. Compared to Eternal Punishment, where Maya's guns are just for show. So, I'll take some time to recuperate from the other dimension. We'll see you guys back next time. See ya.